I mean, I'm sure it's not meant to be like written ironically. I'm sure it's like it has a well-intended purpose, but yeah, it's never normally a good sign.
Is there not a way we can go up there and to the left?
There is, that's the attic, but we don't have any business there yet. First, we have to deal with this troublesome grandfather clock.
Now I can move the hands.
Okay.
So if you remember from the conversation that the dad had with the mother, he'll leave his study at 6 o'clock when it's dinner time. So we move the clock to 6 o'clock, and away he goes. Because even ghosts get hungry for dinner.
He's a big guy.
Well, doesn't matter how rotten the food is, he's sort of just like following the ghostly routine. And it's always the same fucking food.
Oh, more ghoul. Yes, please.
It's all shiny.
More gutted lost children, eh?
Yes.
I think we had that yesterday, didn't we, dear? And the day before. And the day before that.
Darling, is this hell? I don't know, sir. What do you think?
Like, he might think he's in hell, but he has a nice sitting place and a newspaper to read. He doesn't have it that bad.
Yeah, it's his own little pocket dimension. Where he'll read the same newspaper over and over again, but, you know, nothing bad could happen to
Oh
him when he does
god,
that.
he's one of those people that was really into his routine, didn't like his routine being disturbed.
Yes.
Well, guess what? Now you get the same thing over and fucking over.
Repetition, baby. That's what hell is all about. Now, what's this all about?
Dad,
I'm not sure.
this is my secret hiding place. You're not allowed up here.
Tell you what, I'll turn this thing off if you give me a big hug.
Well, okay. As long as you don't tell Max where this is.
Okay. Now where's that big hug?
Love you, Daddy.
Love
No.
you too, Pumpkin.
Ah! Did you catch that?
No, was it the end?
Pumpkin.
Oh.
Yes. Remember
Oh, shit.
remember yeah, 2 levels ago, everyone was being turned into pumpkins.
Well, Plant Man, I don't think it was Pumpkins specifically, and Pumpkins was like the punishment area.
Pumpkins was the punishment area, and there was a girl like turning into a pumpkin, or she was being, or pumpkins was at least growing around her. So, when I was playing this game initially, I loved that little bit because it explained why pumpkins were so ubiquitous in that level. It was like, oh fuck, this is all in his head. Like it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, we're basically just playing in Madman's hallucinations and psychotic break.
What a mess.
Exactly. Yeah, it's great.
Hey, that's where the key is hidden.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't get past that old pile of junk. I bet there are all kinds of games and toys in there.
So that's the clue. So this level is us trying to get the teddy bear for ourselves, which is a bit fucked up,
Yeah.
but it's consistent.
I suppose. Yeah, those weird, deep-seated traumas, so nothing like rewriting your own memories.
Absolutely, because it makes you feel better then.
Ooh, this
Yes,
is
maybe you did
cool.
save your sister's life. I mean, you didn't, but at least you can convince yourself you did. There it is.
You found it, Come on. There's not much time. Follow me.
This may look impossible to climb, but no, there is just a path there. Doink. I remember in our last recording, it took us about 5 minutes to find that.
God damn.
Yeah.
Because, you know what? Yeah, children are good at climbing.
They are, allegedly. I haven't seen them do it, but I'll take your word for it.
You have to hurry.
Just to be clear, Paul doesn't have the plague. He's just pretending to. For comedic effect.
No, as far as I can tell, the plague has symptoms I don't have. This is
Good.
more like phlegm. I don't think the plague has much phlegm.
A little bit of phlegm. Not major. It's not one of the standout symptoms, so I think you're okay.
Oops, sorry.
So here we are. About to walk in on our own deathbed.
Hooray!
It looks like a toy chest. It's rocking all by itself. An old dollhouse. This is too creepy.
Yeah, you telling me you're looking at a ghost version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What in...
And you still think you're alive.
After all these years, I'm sorry it took so long. I'm so sorry. Don't be sad, Max.
Max? Oh, look at this! Just
Oh,
like
boy.
magic.
Yep.
I thought I let you down when you needed me most.
No, don't think that. You could never let me down. You are my hero.
No.
Hero.
You're trying to save all those kids.
Hmm?
I know you can do it. I love you.
I love you too.
Max is trying to save kids, Paul.
Well, we did kind of think we did that last time.
Yes.
Goodbye, Sarah. It's time for me to face the future. Rest well.
Right, so
And why the spooky ass fucking asylum has a bed like that, I don't know.
a bed
Just
with a
child.
rotten
Could
child.
have died here?
Like you can kind of
Oh.
see like the skin's all grey and stuff, and the doll is there as well.
Well, shit.
Hmm.
Looks like quite a fall.
So yeah, interesting stuff. But we're on to the next level. This is chapter 6.
Hooray!
Hmm. And this is the laboratory,
Return to game.
or as I like to call it, the level with all the puzzles.
And Mercer, Cody's puzzles weren't too bad, and then some puzzles were just ridiculous.
Yes, there's. I know which ones you're talking about, and they are coming up soon, folks. Stay tuned.
Watching me. This gate is shut tight. What could be so important inside?
Perhaps the entitled laboratory. That would make
Well, you're in an
sense.
asylum, that's probably where the drugs are.
Yes.
And if they
exactly.
let mad people in there, they might OD, or worse, get better without supervision.
My God, imagine if they got clean.
Whoever built this place loves ominous stone figures.
You know, they kind of get paid by the patient they cure. It breeds a very competitive environment.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if they got out, the asylum economy would just crash straight away.
The time is 1 o'clock and the alarm is set to 8. A radio? Wonder if I can get any news from the outside world.
Yep.
So radios.
Today the world mourns.
Oh,
Source
good.
of our source of exposition.
Responded to the hope drug begin to die.
Oh. That's
I'm sorry,
bad.
what?
So so children who have been given there it is
Today the
again.
world mourns.
So children that were given the Hope vaccine died from whatever affliction they had initially.
Well, you know, that's not typically how a vaccine works. It's a preventative measure.
Mm-hmm.
Not typically useful once you've already got it.
Yeah, exactly. It's well, either way, it didn't seem to work. Oh,
No.
flashback.
Impressive.
Isn't that a fat fuck?
The artist really captured
Sure
his
is.
strength in this pose. I'd introduce you to him, but he's visiting my mother. She's been feeling run down lately, so my father thought it best that she get some rest at the clinic. I guess we should be going. We don't...
Jacob, I wasn't expecting you.
The Chungus has
I
arrived.
assumed with finals
Yep.
coming up next week that you'd be spending your time in the library. Instead, I find you here, wasting valuable time.
He's sitting in the T
I'm more than
pose.
prepared for the finals, Father. You needn't be concerned. I'll do just fine.
Can you not tell from my waistcoat?
Fine?
Yep.
Fine. Is that your goal? I thought I taught you better than that. Anyone can do fine. I don't want you to be just like every other student that medical school churns out. Remain focused on what is important, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Money.
And only money.
Indeed.
Feel dizzy.
So, that was an odd flashback to have about a fellow called Jacob.
A pipe valve.
Yeah.
Strange thing to hide behind a painting. There was a hole behind the painting.
And we had a special crucial item behind the painting, which we will use momentarily.
As you do.
So, quite interesting flashback there. Still very
Yeah,
much
apparently his dad's
doctor.
a prick.
Well, we know it's not him because obviously our main character is called Max, but this Jacob character is the interesting one. So it's still very doctor oriented so far.
What a strange device. I wonder what it controls.
Perhaps the love machine.
Doesn't seem to be working. Must need power first. What a strange device. Pipe.
You can't quite see it there,
Okay,
but there is
it's a weird looking device.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying because the hole where that valve goes into, you can't quite see unless like the lightning flashes, and then you can see the hole. Unless your bright is up to max.
I see, it's some sort of boulder powered generator.
What a strange device.
Oh yes, of course. One of those
What a
geo
strange device.
thermal kinetic generators. It's fueled by
What
rocks.
a It's
Specifically large
electromagnetic
round
wave.
ones, I guess.
Yeah, it's oddly specific
What
actually.
is the machine's purpose?
Maybe it's just like massive like pieces of coal. So this is a puzzle.
I mean, yeah, it's a puzzle, but it's a fairly solvable one.
Yes.
Because
The
it's
idea
basically
is-
solved the same puzzle twice.
Yeah. Do you want to take lead on this, Paul? While past me figures it out.
Well, it very serves. This one wasn't too bad. It essentially meant doing one and then doing the 180 of it,
Yeah.
followed
pretty much.
by that would open it.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh, there was a trick to it, and I'm blanking on it.
Okay. So the way the puzzle works is that you'll see if you see the dial there, you'll see that it's like you have it positioned pointed to 4 different directions. 3 of the directions have the dot on the front of it, which means that if you pull the lever, the pins on the side of the boulder will open. And the whole idea of it is that you have to release all 8, and then the boulder falls down the hole. Obviously, you turn the valve then, and you basically pull the switch to release each valve. So I guess the idea is that you try and end it in a move where you can get the 3 positions on the dial to match up with the pins or the holders, whichever one to call it, that's holding the boulder back. So that's basically the whole idea of the level. As Paul said, you can kind of solve it fairly easily by doing like one direction, then go 180 and pull that, and then go back and do like one slightly over, and then pull that and 180, and that's a relatively quick way of doing it. But
You seem to have got it there.
Yes, I am getting
Nope.
it right. Yeah, no,
Fuck, no, you just had it there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't worry. It won't be too long. I kind of I realized that when I was playing, I was like, fuck, I had it. So I kind of tracked back a bit here, and now I have. I think, do I have it here? Maybe, yes. There it is. So I rolled back my mistake there, and then got back to normal.
Grand.
So
Yes, the boulder powered generator activates.
indeed, rock power. Here we come. Who knew that we could power a laboratory through the power of rock alone?
Well, it's difficult because you have to get the dog to a very high altitude. I mean, look how tall we are. Getting those boulders up all those stairs is not easy.
Oh, another flashback. Oh, it's just a cutscene of this apparent slaughterhouse. Or maybe not. Oh, some miscellaneous chemistry is happening here.
Damn!
Here, let me help you.
I'm such an idiot.
Patience is the key, Max. Never let the problem get the better of you.
Oh,
You know, I wasn't always this brilliant.
I don't believe you.
hello, Jacob.
Oh, I used to botch my lab tests constantly, but I stuck with it and learned from my mistakes. You're my brightest student, Max, and you have the most potential out of all your classmates. Oh, come on, you still have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
Well, this guy's full of praise for you.
Yes.
I wish I understood.
So that
But why
explains
are
our
you using
connection.
such weird chemistry in a medical lab?
Terrible.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, I suppose.
Slash butcher shop slash, I guess,
Who would
modern art?
Very niche modern art, I think we might
Or like
say.
really, really, really retroism when that was in fashion.
Yeah, exactly. This is when ska goes too far, I think, is what we'll find out. But yes, that flashback explains the relationship between Jacob and our protagonist Max. They seem to have been colleagues, and perhaps in a doctor-student relationship.
Authorities have